Welcome back to the Graham Stephan Show. My name is Graham and welcome to my show, and we're back at it again with another episode of Lawsuits. And this episode here has over 1.1 million views, titled, Why Would Anyone Loan You Money? Now that, of course, is a good question that we're going to try to answer today because we already know this one is going to be a gem of an episode. But before we start, make sure to do your part to destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm. And now let's start the video.
This is the plaintiff, Michael Martucci. He says he helped a tenant of his out by making some loans to her so she could buy furniture and a television.
What? Okay, so wait, get this. He's a landlord who rented to a tenant and he then had to lend her money so she could buy furniture and a television. Why is he even renting to a tenant who can't then pay for the furniture and needs to lend a tenant money? Big red flags here already.
This is the defendant, Sarah Wilson Ware. She says the plaintiff bragged that he has an abundance of money and he lavished her with things as gifts. One day, though, he stripped down completely naked in front of her and her cousin. And when her cousin denied him sexual relations with her, he changed his tune and demanded money.
Oh, man. Okay, so we got a lot to unpack here. So if that's true, first of all, she should not be renting his place to begin with. I mean, if you can't afford the furniture and everything else, probably renting a place is not the best option. Number two, don't accept loans or any gifts from your landlord. You get a guy like this giving you lavish gifts. I mean, it's obvious that he probably wants something.
She reached out to the community and said, I have no way to get to work, no one to babysit anymore because this person that had done this damage was kicked out of the house at this juncture. I came forward and said I could at least get you to work, you know, until you can figure something out.
Were you paid for that?
No, I was not paid.
You were just helping her out?
I was just helping her out, yes.
Oh, that's... I get him wanting to be a nice guy. This is true. I get him feeling bad for the situation, wanting to help. It's a slippery slope when you get on that within a business relationship between a tenant and landlord.
Why?
Because I knew of her as a tenant and, you know, everything was decent, you know.
Okay.
I was just being a
All right,
good
and then
Samaritan.
It's always a bad sign when the guy's like,
No, just trying to be a nice guy, you know? Just trying to help out, just trying to be nice. Just what happens when you try to be a nice guy.
All right,
Good
and then at some
Samaritan.
point she tells you her tale of woe on her couch and television that she bought on a payment plan, which if she didn't finish paying, it was going to double.
Absolutely. Yeah,
And then you loan her the money.
Yes.
According to you, you loan her the money.
Yes.
According to you, he gives you the money.
Correct.
Why would anybody give you the money?
He had asked, what could he help with? And I told him nothing. All I need financially is I have my furniture to pay off, and it's doubled if I don't pay it.
So she's asking. She's giving him a bit of a pity party and saying, well, why are you crying? Well, it's because if I don't make these payments, they're going to double. And he's sitting there like, how is he supposed to interpret that information to say, well, that sucks. All right, see ya. It seems like she's using some of that to maybe play to his good side to pay. And he's thinking, well, maybe now she's single and I can show her I'm a good guy and pay for these things. The whole situation's messed up here, but let's continue.
But I don't want you to pay it because I don't want nothing over my head.
Was this
and
a loan or a gift?
No, it was a gift. It was not.
I don't want you to pay it, but it was a gift. I don't want you to pay it, but yeah, if you could pay it, it'll help me out.
Do you have any text back and forth where, he says, you don't have to pay me back?
Yeah, here's the thing, guys. From watching 3 episodes now so far on this channel, I'm an expert on all things law. I will just say this. Anything you do, just get it in writing. Never assume that we're going to have a conversation back and forth and that you're both going to remember the same terms and then be honest about it. No matter what you do, get everything in writing.
Well, he says right here that his friendship was true. He says, sorry, I'm not beating you up over by means, but this is through $25 I had asked him to borrow for my son's haircut before school.
Oh, no. Now she's asking him to borrow $25 for her son's haircut. This is bad. Listen, no tenant should ever be asking to borrow money from their landlord. Bad ideas.
And he says, I just can't have $8,000 credit bill and empty-hearted and people only contacting me when they need something. I'm just not living that life anymore.
Wow, empty-hearted? You don't put that. You don't involve your personal issues now with the tenant who involve your personal issues with you.
Do you have any texts there that say, this is a gift, you don't have to pay me back?
I mean, he never said it was a gift. No.
Oh, if he never said it was a gift, why wouldn't you have to pay him back those two things?
We never had a loan. I never asked him to pay anything. I mean, I have texts where I say, I never asked you to pay anything, and I told him I didn't want him to
but
pay.
you let him pay it. So the question is, are you supposed to pay him back or not? That's a legal question in front of me.
I mean, I
and
didn't
if you're
ask him to
saying
pay.
he never...
Yeah, she didn't stop him. She told him, I don't want you to make these payments. And then he made the payments. You can't do that.
According to you, she did not pay October, November, or half of December when she was there.
That's it.
And so you're suing for that rent.
What does she have on her hand? Is that a tattoo? It looks like you're bored in class. You sit there with a pen and you just start like drawing on yourself. Maybe she's just bored in here and just start drawing.
I moved out November 15th.
Do you dispute that? No. Okay, then why are you suing for mid-December?
Because the lease clearly states that I'm supposed to get a written 30-day notice.
Oh, and she didn't give you notice.
No, all she
did
did
you
was
give
send me
him
a
30 days notice back in October that you were moving November 15th?
No, he got a notice way before that. In August.
Okay, prove to me the notice. Why do you keep looking at him?
Oh, man, again, this is like all that stuff. Like, I told him in passing that I was going to probably move. First of all, the fact that they're not prepared and the fact they're not getting anything in writing, like everything is just a conversation. This is insane.
Okay, and while she's looking for that, let me ask you. You're suing for $3,150 estimate from a contractor for what?
There was during this domestic dispute that they had, there was significant damage done to the.
Do you have pictures of that damage?
Yes.
What is this picture supposed to show me?
That's.
He just includes a picture of a table. What if the picture is just of him on a beach? What is this supposed to prove? It's like, it's just a good picture. I look good that day. Look at that. It just looks like a picture of a table. What is that? Oh yeah, the table's moved. I don't know.
She left
a table.
Well, there's pictures of. Yeah, that's a table in the living room.
Okay, what is this picture supposed to show?
That's me on vacation in the Bahamas. Yeah, you'll see me skiing in the Alps. That was a good picture. That's me diving the coral reefs. What do these have to do with the tenant? I don't know.
So
what is this a picture of?
That's my new car I just bought. That's my new watch.
What is this a picture of?
That's something was thrown in the sink that wouldn't come out, and I had to replace the sink.
No, that's a lie. I have a video.
So you haven't even seen the picture yet.
Who's this behind her? Looks like her bodyguard or something like that.
No, the only thing that was in that sink was bleach water from me cleaning that apartment. That was not real.
Oh yeah, no, that's not bleach. Guaranteed. You know what happened? I'll tell you what happened. I've had this happen so many times. The landlord, okay? The tenant clogged something in the sink. Usually it's the garbage disposal stops working. Something got clogged there, okay? The water came up. Some of that gunk came up. It slowly drained back down. What's left over is just that gunk. It wipes right off.
You can see the sink in the video. Yes, I do.
And in the video, the sink isn't ruined?
No, it's not. It's not ruined at all.
So we'll see that in a second. You were still looking for proof of notice.
Yeah, she'll be looking for a long time. We're going to be finished with this video. Years are going to go by before she finds that notice.
The refrigerator's dirty. This is a mess.
Yeah, it was.
Messy. What?
All right, so it's just really messy. I would say that's $1,000, give or take, to make sure all that's cleaned, all that's repainted, sink's fixed. $1,000, give or take.
The door is physically cracked from trying to be pushed.
What the hell is going on in your apartment?
That's a lie. That is such a lie.
No, I'm looking at it. There's damage by.
Yeah, that's not a lie. It literally looks like you were playing baseball inside a bedroom. That is, you can't lie about that. That's not like, you don't Photoshop that.
Whose fists? Are those your fists?
No, that's
No,
a
okay.
lie. That is such a lie.
This poor guy behind her is like, no, I'm her brother. I don't know who he is, but maybe this is her new boyfriend or something like that. Brother, boyfriend, bodyguard, friend, I don't know.
Who put their fists through these?
No, there was only one thing wrong with.
No one did. So what? It just shows up with a ghost? You wake up and it just magically appears?
It was from us, and he knew that. I have a text message
How did that
telling
hole
him.
get there?
It was from my daughter's dad. He punched a hole in the wall.
Oh,
and
so it's not so crazy that I said fist through a wall. Now this
Right.
damage over here on this orange wall, where did that come from?
That damage was not there. Like I don't know what to
So
tell
not
you.
it was.
What? That damage doesn't exist. It's not there. It's old. It just shows up. The place is so old and decrepit that holes just appear in the wall. What is she saying?
And she.
What is this? Where's that? Inside the apartment or outside?
That's inside the apartment.
What on earth happened out here?
That looks old. So these big hits, that seems like somebody hit that. The crack, that seems like really bad settling that was just poorly fixed. Like a child just went up there with putty and just tried to fix it, but now made it look worse.
What did happen? These are steps leading right up to only your apartment. What happened there? This is stuff that happens. Why are you looking at him? Why were you looking at him?
No, because I said I don't remember seeing that stuff. So.
Of Of course he doesn't remember seeing it. Then what do you expect him to say?
Yeah, no, she did it. She did it. It's pretty obvious, right? She's lying.
And what about this door jam, which obviously looks like someone bashing the door in? What up with that, ma'am?
I can't see that.
She doesn't even try. I can't see. Just immediately looks away. No, I can't see it. Just put the phone in front of her face. No, I can't see it. I can't see it. Can't comment on that. It's a great defense. I just can't see it.
No, that was, I don't know. I don't
What
know.
do you think I did? Take a
can't
bat
tell
and bash
you.
things up just so he could have he destroyed the place so that then he could go after you to make you pay it. Is that?
Yeah, no, that makes no sense. Listen, for a landlord would never purposely damage their place to then get the money back from there. Because here's the thing, they're going to get the exact same amount of money that they spent to fix it. It's not like they're making a profit and they have to go through all the expense and the hassle of possibly trying to get the money back just to make their place whole again. Doesn't make any sense that you would damage this place like that.
Did you find the notice? Yes or no?
Yes, I actually did.
Let me see it.
My guess, let's see. It's not a notice. It's something vaguely talking about something else unrelated that she's using as a notice.
Do you see how maybe you should have a more professional relationship with a tenant than the one that resulted? Do you live there too?
No.
Right, so you don't even
This
live
is just
there.
a business.
Just a business where he happens to loan tenants money and hang out with them. Just a business.
According to you, it got a little more. It got really busy business at some point. Tell me about that.
We were supposed to actually go to dinner and discuss our business that we were supposed to start, which was a cleaning business.
Oh no, what is he doing? What? He wants to take her to dinner to discuss a cleaning business. She knows what's up. I bet they had a bit of a romantic interest at some point. Maybe he was trying to abuse his power as a landlord over her. I don't know.
He invited my cousin to the dinner, and I told him that we wouldn't be able to sit down and go over everything that we wanted to get situated for the business. If she was to come, because he's a drinker and so is she.
Oh, wow. Wow, she's spitting some shade at him. He's a drinker and so is my cousin. You get the two of them together. Oh, man. This is not a business meeting.
Basically what happened is they got really drunk. He started texting his girlfriend with her and saying some off-the-wall things. And then when it all boiled down to it, he ran from the bar. He ended up at home. I looked for him for 2 hours. I finally got to his house. I had his keys.
Yeah, you know, like most landlords.
What? Why is she spending 2 hours looking for her landlord? What is going on? Does she not have anything better to do?
I had his keys, his wallet, his house keys, and his car. So when we got to his house, he was passed out in his hallway.
Why is this any of her business what her landlord does? If he's passed out in the hallway, he lost his keys. Listen, that's your landlord. Just let it be. Just enjoy your peace and quiet. Enjoy the apartment. Fix some of the holes and just let it be.
He went inside, got in his bed. Well, he got all the way naked, and then he came walking out. And he kept trying to get her to come in the room, and she told him no. And he got real angry and mad and started attacking her, and that's when I jumped off
That
the
doesn't
couch.
sound like a particularly professional relationship, right?
Well, it's not the truth.
I don't know. Part of me believes that, like, this could be true. Maybe not as true as what she just said. It's probably a middle ground between the two. Like, maybe he was undressing. Let's see. It's getting good now.
I'm going to pay this next month. That would be October. And I'm getting out in the middle. Just need to make enough to put my kids and I in a room until the house is ready. Keep the deposit. That deposit. I wish you the best. I'm getting a loan to start my cleaning business. Go back to your hood rat and hope she changes.
Ooh, wow. There's some personal issues getting brought up here in that text message. But you know what? That is kind of convincing that she kind of gave notice, but really informally. There wasn't like a specific date. She didn't say like, I'm giving my 30 days notice now. She needs to be doing that.
So now tell me about your counterclaim against him for $3,600. According to you, he owes you for cleaning what apartment?
His other apartment down the street from my house.
Okay, and why is it $600?
Because it was supposed to be the rent for October.
So she's cleaning other places in lieu of her own rent with nothing in writing. Well, the guy's trying to take her out to dinner.
Did you hire her to clean apartments and mow lawns, like she's saying?
Yes.
And did you pay her when she did that?
No, I did not. I gave her credit in my suit of $300 for cleaning an apartment. $600 to clean an apartment is just...
Okay, well, what
she
was the
came up with
agreement
it.
between the two of you about how much credit she would get for cleaning an apartment?
$300.
Even $300 is pretty good. Depends how dirty the apartment was. If this is like a ground-up cleaning, fine. Otherwise, $300 actually seems like a lot to clean an apartment.
Okay, so what was the agreement, that you'd give her credit or that you'd pay her cash?
Pay her cash.
And how much were you going to pay her? $300 for cleaning the apartment?
Yes.
And then how much for mowing lawns?
$100.
$100 to mow a lawn? What? Is she mowing a football field? In what planet do you get paid $300 to clean an apartment and $100 to mow a lawn? Listen, you find a teenager in high school needs the extra cash on a weekend, I don't know, $80 to clean the apartment, $20 to mow the lawn. Gun. There you go, $100, done. That's how you do it.
I need to hear your whole case on slander, pain, and suffering.
He was just showing up at the house, and then his girlfriend was posting things on the internet about me and my children.
Right, but I can't hold against him something his girlfriend does.
It's just everything that he was telling her, and then I got.
The fact that he's then going and spilling all of this to his girlfriend, involving her in the personal lives of them, mind blowing. Mind blown. Listen, did the tenant pay rent or not? That should be the only conversations you have.
Do you have any evidence that was him?
I don't have any evidence.
Okay, we're done. A net judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $3,375.47. Verdict for the plaintiff, and you are winning on 2 items of your counterclaim in the amounts I previously said, and that's already being taken into account in the net judgment.
Fair. That's totally fair. And listen, the moral of the story here, you always get everything in writing. Obviously, he's overstepped what it means to be a landlord. So he can't, no personal relationships with tenants, no taking them out to dinner, no having drinks with tenants, no loaning them money, should not be doing any of that. So that's a no-no. So I think overall, pretty fair, and I gotta say, really interesting story. So with that said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Feel free to add me on Instagram, as on the podcast. We got a podcast, The Iced Coffee Hour, posting new episodes every single Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.